So, good morning once again.
Good morning.
In fact, the session today, what I thought of taking is something very relevant to each one of you. It's on family business. In this group, how many people are basically running family businesses? Everybody. Maybe some may be in the first generation, some may be in the second generation. Right? Am I right? You won't be surprised if I say 90% of the world GDP is from family business. 76% of Indian GDP is from family business. That is the type of contribution each one of you is making to this world. One more thing, 85% of the startup funds come from family business. 70 to 90% of the most of the countries' GDP is from family business. You know, what are the challenges, or what is a family business? What is a family business, and how does it differ from a corporate or a professionally run organization? What is that? You have an owner. You have an owner. He must have directly started the business himself, or he must have got it as a part of his, his parent must be running it, or his family was running it, and he comes in as the CEO. Family business has certain strengths and also certain challenges. Just to mention the strengths. Strength is you have strong values built into the family business. Another strength is a lot of emotional bonding is existing in the family business. And this emotional bonding at times can be challenging too. Sometimes a family is too much emotionally attached to the product of the business, what they do, they fail to move out of that in the time of where the particular industry is moving away from the business. The family, because of their emotional attachment, bonding, they still want to continue that. Family business has one more advantage is all those people, the senior level people, are related to each other, which ensures that there is no much attrition. This can be a challenge too. You can never ever fire an underperforming person. Will you agree with me?
Yes.
You can never fire somebody from a family business. And one more strength of the family business is you can take decisions quickly just over a dinner table. Over a dinner table, you can just discuss and take a decision. Right?
Yes.
Now let's come to the challenges in the family business. The most important thing which every one of us should be prepared to address. Look at great companies. Great companies like maybe Indian companies like Tata, they started as a family business. Birla's, maybe though it is a professionally run company, it started as a family business. Reliance Group, we all know, started as a family business. General Motors, Rolls Royce, name any world great companies, they all started as family business. Family business can become very successful if you can bring in professionalism into the system. Bringing professionalism is what will make a family business successful and ensure that it moves to the next generations to come. You know, one of the companies, if I say, is 13th generation up and running. The Merck, the German company, they are into pharmaceuticals. It's a 13th generation running successfully and professionally. If you look at the transformation of a family business to a professional business, that is an area where each one of us should start addressing. I said bringing in professionalism. Overnight, if a family brings in a professional as a CEO, what would be the state? Have you ever thought of that? We all run a family business in a certain ways with a certain emotional attachment, with certain relationship together with us. Suddenly a person, a CEO comes in, a high-flying MBA, high-flying CEO from a corporate, you bring him as a CEO overnight. And this person comes in and he finds that everything is in chaos. There is no process of giving tenders. There is no process of how you purchase your goods. There is no process of quality. There is no process of systems. There is no ISO. There is nothing. It's all. He finds that he is in a chaotic situation. So what does he do? What does he do? He immediately calls for a meeting of all senior managers and say that this is not the way organization should run. And he puts systems in places. A person who is working in the organization for past 20, 30 years with no system, all he needs to do is just knock at the door of the owner, gets in and gets a check signed. That was the process which was undergoing. But here, he is supposed to get it approved or approved from the finance department or approved from the production department, only on which he can take any decision. And he finds, my 25 years of service in this organization, I have been questioned. Employees find difficult to access the owner because there is one CEO there sitting in between, preventing him to have easy access to the owner. As in companies, in fact, one of the earlier companies which I was working, it was a family-run business. A person from ex-IIM Ahmedabad comes in as the CEO. In 4 months' time, he had to quit because on his coming in, he brought in systems which was non-palatable to the employees, and moreover, the owner felt that he is powerless because the owners in the family business, they are used to having people around them. Everybody, in the morning when you come, you have so many people coming to you. And because the business is for them, it's like an extended family. Will you agree with me?
Yes.
For a family business, the business is more like an extended family. And he finds that being the head of the organization, he behaves like the head of the family. But when a CEO comes, this head becomes powerless. Nobody comes to the CEO, nobody comes to the owner. Nobody even comes with checks to sign from the owner. Nobody comes to ask for leave. Because in the family business, even a driver to take leave, he will come to the owner and seek leave. That doesn't happen in a system where professionals are brought in. So similarly, the CEO, the newly appointed CEO, in 3 months' time, he realized that that is not his cup of tea. He had to quit. One more challenge in the family business is there's something called helicopter landing, which means the owner's son or daughter studies abroad because owner wants his company to move forward, and he brings the newly qualified, Harvard qualified son or daughter and puts in the position of Vice President Business Development or Vice President Finance, or maybe even the joint managing director as the director board. This guy of 23-year-old comes and sits in the director board and he finds, Papa, this is not the way you should run the business. Where is he speaking? He's speaking in the director board and he's questioning the authority of the chairman. The reason being, the chairman is his or her own father. You get me? And when the helicopter landing is done, directly in the board of director, imagine what would be the state of the organization. There will be total chaos. This person, having no understanding of the ground reality of the particular business, becomes the top boss. And a lot of confusion takes place. Take another case. You have a Harvard qualified son who comes in and you post him in one of your factories which is far away in Tamil Nadu or far away in the northeast or maybe in the northern India. You have a factory run by a manager, but now you find that you want to give total independence to your the new person coming in, you put him there as the head of the operations. And then what happens is, there's one big person, the bigger CEO comes in and says, my son is suffering there. Why should you do this? And this conversation happens in the bedroom. This is the chief emotional officer. Who is chief emotional officer? The wife. She is the actual CEO of the organization. She says, how could you send my son to this remote place in Gujarat? He was happy here. We had sent him all the way to Harvard, and now you're sending him there. He's suffering. I got a telephone call last night saying that he's unable to have good food there. The water, he's not comfortable with the water there. He's finding it difficult because of the dust. Please bring him back. What option does he have other than bring him back? So friends, managing family business is a challenge, and a lot more need to be done if you want your business to move to the next generation. Give it a thought. It's high time you should plan for your succession. You should plan for taking your business to the next generation. Thank you so much. Thank you.